I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast, included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Welcome to the Peeling It Back postgame show brought to you by Cascade Natural Gas. I'm Brad Whitman alongside our high-efficiency player of the game, Bo Stinson. Bo opened up the series right versus Pippins, 18-3. What was it like to kind of see the offense have the energy come out in the dugout?
It was really impressive, honestly, after last night's drive back. I mean, we all got back at 5 in the morning. It was pretty insane. A lot of us running off of 6-7 hours of sleep, so I was just genuinely impressed, and I was really proud of the guys.
Well, saw the defense close things down as well, only allowing 3 runs. What does it kind of mean to have that offense really backed up by that defense?
It means a lot. I think we have great defense, and our pitching's pretty good. So when our offense backs their pitching up like that, it's really awesome to see.
Well, you had yourself a great night yourself, a 2-homer night, sending 2 over the left field fence here at Borleske Stadium. What was your kind of approach like to allow you to get those 2 bombs?
Really just trying to stay with my approach of trying to hit low line drives. A lot of the time I miss under, so what's been really helping me is just trying to look for the top half of the baseball and trying to hit low liner drives, whether it's pull side or backside.
Well, that first home run just cleared the fence. 321 feet was the estimated distance, just got over. Did you kind of know it was gone, or was it kind of one of those ones where you were just trying to leg out extra bases?
I thought it was going to hit the wall, if not be caught at the wall. There was no thought in my mind that ball was getting out of the ballpark.
Well, it did. You were able to add on a bunch of runs, 4 RBIs. The first homer was a solo home run, and then 3 runs knocked in with the second home run. How did that feel off the bat? That one was a little more tried and true.
It felt pretty good. I had to try not to celebrate it because we were up by a lot, but it felt pretty good off the bat. I was happy I could help the team score some more runs.
Well, now, what do you think this team can do to kind of continue that offensive momentum? Biggest win of the summer, 15-run deficit, trying to get that going, clinch the series tomorrow versus the Pippins.
Honestly, just stick to our game. I think we have a lot of great hitters, and they have a lot of great approaches. And when we stay confident in the box and we attack fastball earlier in the count, I think we're a great team.
Well, thank you, Bo. Great job tonight. Game 2 versus the Pippins getting set to go tomorrow night, 6:35 p.m. first pitch. We'll see you there.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
Welcome to the Peeling It Back pregame show. I'm Brad Whitman alongside Sweets infielder Peyton Knowles. You are thrilled to be here as we get set for Game 2 versus the Pippins. 18-3 win last night, the Sweets' biggest win of the summer. What went right for the offense in particular?
I mean, what went wrong? We came out of the gate swinging. We got a run in the first inning, and we kind of just kept the wheels rolling for the whole game, all 9 innings, and we never let up.
Had yourself a good RBI double early to really help get the offense going. Saw 3 runs in the first couple innings, then saw really add on more and more. What was the energy like throughout the dugout, throughout the entire night?
Well, I mean, I think we all remember the moment where I score on a sac fly from Sam Kane in foul territory, and he's giving me a hug, and we're in the game.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, the vibes on this team right now, like, there's no team in the West Coast League that's having more fun than the Walla Walla Sweets, and I think that's something that we do best.
Well, yeah, the Sweets currently sitting in second place, nearing first place, just a half a game back of the Ridgefield Raptors, really closing in on first. Obviously, that second half title is always going to be tough to beat. The Corvallis Knights, always a tough team in the second half. Are you guys gunning down for that second half title?
You know, I think for us, it's just going to be about beating the Yakima Valley Pippins, and then we're going to give our guys a week off, and then we're going to go attack Corvallis. And historically, when we go to Corvallis, we go and win.
Yep. Well, I mean, you've been looking good. We did see you take a little bit of an absence to get married, of course. Congrats to you and Mira once again. But since you've come back, you're batting .364, getting on base nearly 50% of the time, slugging over .500. Do you think that's kind of had a nice positive impact for you?
Well, I mean, I got that husband strength now.
There you go.
And, you know, she is, I mean, did not make this about myself, but she is great to me. She treats me like a king. And having someone like that by my side, how can there be any pressure? She just allows me to be me.
Well, you're one of the Sweets' 5 All-Stars, tying for a league high in the West Coast League. And All-Stars, had yourself a great season and got it done alongside some great teammates. Now you're going to be heading to Victoria. You excited to go play up in British Columbia for an All-Star game?
I can't wait. I'm just going to go get the opportunity to hang out with my boys and hang out with Sam Kane, who was at Seattle U.
Yep.
And get to hang out with Leo even more than I already do. And I think it's just going to be a great opportunity for us all to just hang out and get a little bit closer as the 6 of us get to go down there.
Well, yeah, how's it been, coming from Seattle, you playing under Coach Rivera again, and now getting a little bit of a kind of a lighter atmosphere here from spring ball into summer ball?
Truthfully, Leo hasn't changed one bit. He takes just as much pride in this as he did at Seattle. And to be honest with you, he's one of my favorite coaches I've ever had, and I hope he doesn't watch this interview because I never want him to know that I think of him as highly as I do. But he is a really, really good coach, and I think he's going to be somewhere really cool one of these days.
Well, you had yourself a good season, of course, at Seattle. Really a breakout season, all conference honors, and now you're going to be moving on to play with the Troy Trojans down in Alabama. How excited are you for that next step?
What a blessing. I mean, as a kid, you never think you're going to be doing something like this, and to be able to have the opportunity to go play on a stage like Troy and that kind of atmosphere and go where baseball is best down south, I couldn't be any more blessed.
Well, now, again, back to this series versus the Pippins, getting set for game number 2. Want to keep that energy up. What are going to be the vibes in the dugout? Obviously, this is a good rivalry matchup versus the Pippins. Got a lot of guys who are former Pippins now going head-to-head with their former club. And what's going to be the key to taking game 2, clinching the series?
The key to taking game 2 for us is just winning the first pitch and just kind of keeping the same energy that we had like last night and just carrying that into today and carrying into the rest of the season and the rest of the series, and we're going to be just fine.
Well, thank you, PK. Good luck today. Thank you for joining me. Sweets get set for game number 2 versus the Pippins, 6:35 p.m. first pitch. We'll see you there.
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Sweets, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook and at drinkcider.com to learn more. Blue Mountain Cider Company, an apple a day, one glass at a time.
Experience elegance in the heart of downtown Walla Walla at the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Call for reservations at 509-525-2200 or visit us online at marcuswhitmanhotel.com.
Welcome to hospitality. Welcome to luxury. Welcome to Legends Casino Hotel. Visit legendscasino.com or call and book your stay today.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest, you are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Onions and apples face off once again here in Walla Walla, Washington. The Sweets and the Pippins getting set for game 2 here at Borleske Stadium. Walla Walla were able to claim the series opener last night. 18-3 was the Sweets' biggest victory of the summer, and now looking to come in today, continuing that momentum and claim the series. Thank you for joining us on the Walla Walla Sweets YouTube channel. I'm Brad Whitman, bringing you all the action. Of course, just saw the offense for Walla Walla have one of their best nights of the season. 18 runs on 16 hits. Saw Trevor T score 5 different times, going 4 for 5 across the night. Saw Sam Kane rack up 4 RBIs, and of course, the man of the game, Bo Stinson, came off the bench and had a 2-homer night, a solo shot and a 3-run shot later on, and was our Cascade Natural Gas player of the game after coming off the bench and being able to rip it over the left field fence twice. And now he's in the starting lineup for the Sweets. But speaking of starting lineups, we'll start with Yakima Valley first. Alexander Mendoza Jr. will be leading things off out by Tyson Miller. And then you have the all-star duo, Nick Velasquez and Parker Burt. Burt, the designated hitter tonight for the Pippins, followed by Luis Garcia batting fifth. Daichi Furuhata getting his first appearance of the series. Another all-star for the Pippins. Malachi Emery Henderson batting seventh. Aviel Ramos as the catcher tonight, followed by Derek Almeida to round things up, facing off against the Wazoo right-hander in Trevor Stowe, making his fifth appearance of the summer, and he has been on an absolute tear. 1.29 ERA across 21 innings, has 20 strikeouts. Alongside that earned run average, 1.19 whip. Has done great, shutting down some very strong teams. We've seen him get a couple shorter starts as of late, usually good for 4 clean innings of work. His last start was back on Independence Day here in Borleske Stadium. Spun 3 innings versus the first half South champs in the Ridgefield Raptors. Ended up allowing just 2 hits, no earned runs in 3 innings. Struck out 4, and now back again, making his 5th start for the Sweets. Kicks and deals the first pitch as it misses upstairs, and the first pitch exactly 6:35 p.m. here in Walla Walla. And expecting Stowe to get a lot of swing and misses, and expecting Yakima Valley to try and really heat up early, as the Pippins took a while to get things started last night. Again, 18-3 final score. The first run for the Pippins came in the 7th inning, has got shut out through the first 6, and again, expected Walla Walla to come out a little bit slower themselves, as again, Sweets last night, well really yesterday, got back at about 4:30 a.m. after their Springfield road trip, then had a little bit of a short sleep before turning things around in the evening, and the offense got going immediately as Trevor Stowe will get going immediately as well. Gets a swing and a miss on the changeup and sets down Mendoza for out number 1. No, he's a good swing and miss guy, averaging just about a strikeout an inning. And it brings up Tyson Miller out of Cal State Bakersfield. The Roadrunner, exactly that, stands at 5'8", 155 pounds, and is a dangerous speed threat. Usually we'll see him 1 to 2 in the lineup. Was the 2-hitter last night for the Pippins. Ended up getting just 2 at-bats before subbing out after the 5th inning. Had a single and a ground out. As Stowe kicks and deals the 0-1, gets another foul tip out of Miller. Count goes 0-2. Again, always love talking about the story of Trevor Stowe. And from Buffalo, Wyoming, started his collegiate career in Southern California at College of the Desert, a junior college down there in Palm Springs. Ground ball right back to him. Will field it clean, flips it over to PK for the first out. Excuse me, for the second out. And again, was a JUCO All-American in his 1 year at College of the Desert. Immediately transferred up to play with the Washington State Cougars. Redshirted his first year at College of the Desert. Had a standout freshman year, and then redshirt sophomore and junior season with Washington State. Was a great reliever to have in the bullpen for the Cougars, and now playing this summer, continuing in Eastern Washington, as pumps in strike 1-2. Velasquez allows us to take a look out into the field real quick for the Sweets. Gunnar Guile out there in left, Sam Kane in center, and Bo Stinson after his 2-homer night. Down in right field, Trevor T. And Austin Owens on the left side of the infield, followed by Kyler Bittner and Peyton Knowles. The ball sent out towards right field, and ranging is Bo Stinson. Able to sweep away what could have been a 2-out base hit towards the gap, and showed off the offense yesterday, now showing off the defense today. It's 1-2-3 through the top of the first. The Sweets lineup up next.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, C&GC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Washington's lottery gives out a lot of green to winners in schools and retailers awesomely. Nearly 600 mil to people that play. Another 180 mil to vocational training and education from preschool to college. Now you got the knowledge, a win-win for all of us. Play Washington lottery, lottery, lottery. Play Washington lottery, lottery, yeah.
Visit walllottery.com. Who benefits to learn more.
Sweet starting lineup as announced by head coach Leo Rivera. Peyton Knowles once again as the leadoff man. Trevor T batting behind him, followed by former Red Hawk Sam Kane. Royce Hale still the cleanup man as the designated hitter. Troy Osborne in the lineup for the first time this series, batting fifth, followed by Bo Stinson and Kyler Bittner. Then Gunnar Guile and Austin Owens round out the lineup, facing off against the lefty from Spokane College and Luke McGuire. McGuire has been a top arm for the Pippins this summer, has 6 starts, a 3-1 record, 3.67 ERA, across over 34 innings pitched, has 25 strikeouts in that time, and did pitch against Walla Walla to open up the season. All the way back on May 31st was game 3 of the season opening series between the Pippins and the Sweets. And Walla Walla were able to get to McGuire quite well through 4 2/3, allowed 6 hits, 5 runs, did set down 5 through strikeout. Now back up and moving, and good take from Knowles as we'll see the appeal over towards the field umpire and Bryce Reeves. We'll say the PK held back, and same umpiring duo as last night. Bryce Reeves out on the base pass. Taylor Schneider now behind the plate. As the lefty kicks, fires, misses inside, and early lefty-lefty matchup. Again, are going to see a couple of these matchups between McGuire and a few guys in the Sweet starting lineup. 2-1 pitch on the way, misses in towards the front elbow. Count goes 3-1. And McGuire did have a strong last start back on July 5th versus Bend. Just under a week ago, through 8 innings versus the Elks, allowed 10 hits, just 3 runs, and struck out 3, and will send Knowles on to first with a leadoff walk. And Peyton Knowles continues his consistency of getting on base. Had the pleasure of talking to PK for the pregame show, and has just been on an absolute tear in the last week and a half as he's been slashing .364, .488, .515. Gets himself on base again. 3rd time on base this series. Had a double and a walk last night, and then brings up Trevor T. And talking about a guy getting on base this series. Trevor T. being the epitome of that. Again, got on base 5 times last night. Went 4 for 5, 3 singles, a triple, and a walk. Scored all 5 times he got on base and stole 2 bases. Another pitch missing from McGuire. And the lefty out of Spokane struggling to locate a little bit here. Now we'll get an awkward swing and a miss out of T to get 1 strike up in the count. Just finished up his freshman year at Spokane. Really had an incredible year out of the bullpen in the NWAC. Had a 1.74 ERA across 16 appearances through 41 innings out of the pen. 49 strikeouts and only allowed 8 earned runs all season long. Now skips one in low. It'll be back-to-back 5-pitch walks to put 2 Sweets aboard, and this being a very dangerous early situation for the Pippins, especially seeing how explosive the Sweets offense was last night. Walla Walla very much looking to do the exact same thing as, and the Sweets put up 3 runs in the first inning last night. Scored runs in all 3 of the first innings, and after the first 3 innings, we're up 10-0. Now I have a chance to put up that same number as Sam Kane will take a strike towards the outside corner. Borderline towards the outside corner, but McGuire gets up in the count. Now kicks and fires down into the dirt, gets away from Ramos. Aren't going to see the advancement out of Knowles or T. As Sam Kane had an interesting night himself. Really was a good night. Just kind of the way it all happened was a little bit more interesting. In his first 4 plate appearances, he had an RBI in each plate appearance. Had an RBI double to start the game, then 2 sac flies, followed by a second RBI double before being retired the next 2 times he came up. So ended the night 2 for 4 with 2 doubles and 4 ribbies. Again, mention that just been a top guy when it comes to extra base hits. He continues. That flares one out towards right field. Miller crashing in will make the catch for the first down. It's Malachi Emery Henderson out in left. And Luis Garcia out in center, making that catch. Again, Tyson Miller on the infield. Derek Almeida remains at third. Alex Mendoza Jr. still at shortstop. Daichi Furuhara moving into second base, scooting over Nick Velasquez to first. And then again, Xavier Ramos as the back end of the battery for McGuire. And brings up Royce Hale. And the first pitch he sees is going to crack over to the right side of the infield. Picked up well by Furuhara. The play over to short will be in time, but no chance on Hale. So the Pippins take the fielder's choice, and it'll be runners on the corners with 2 down, as Knowles now stands on third. So brings up Troy Osborne, making his first plate appearance of the series. And Osborne having himself a strong summer, been here since the beginning, has been kind of working in and out of games, and swings on the first pitch that he sees at 85 down low. Osborne batting .292, has knocked in 11 runs. Has been good for average and slugging. 8 extra base hits, slugging .462. As McGuire drifts in a breaking ball to the outside corner and just narrowly catches the edge. McGuire kicks and deals the 0-2 over to the 5-6 pocket. Gets through clean for Osborne. So Troy has his 12th ribby of the season and puts Walla Walla up 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. Just a good RBI single, 96. Pulled straight to the 5-6 hole, and not much you can do there as an infielder split perfectly between Mendoza and Almeida. And it brings up the guy who had a fiery night last night in Bo Stinson. As Stinson will take strike 172, just catches a piece of the knees. McGuire tries the same spot, gets the same spot. So 0-2 in the count. Stinson, who showed off that power last night, putting 2 over the left field fence. Leaves that pitch alone. Count goes 1-2. And the wind still carrying a little bit towards left field, and Stinson looking to try and take advantage of that. The ball skips in way past Ramos and into the backstop and allow both runners to move up. Royce Hale now on third and Osborne on second on the wild pitch. So Bo Stinson, a chance for a base hit to bring in a couple more runs. McGuire just trying to limit the damage for Yakima Valley as pitch lives up high, and the count goes full. Again, Stinson came into last night's game with 2 extra base hits on the season, had just 2 doubles, then mashed 2 homers to help Sweets power themselves to a lead, as now a breaking ball stays high, and McGuire, after getting ahead, isn't able to take advantage. Stinson walks and brings up Kyler Bittner. And not the worst walk in the world with Stinson, who had been coming out hot early, and it looks like will bring up a meeting on the mound for McGuire. I believe that will be the Pippins pitching coach, and Ethan Salscheider will come out and talk to the lefty. And Walla Walla have always preached scoring in the first inning has always been the goal of this team, to get ahead in the first and just try and live ahead, let their pitching work, let their offense just keep on adding. And of course, already got the 1-0 lead, but with bases loaded, I think that you can really take advantage of this opportunity. Bittner looking to be the guy to do it. And this just being his 3rd game as a Sweet. Made his home debut last night here in Borleske Stadium. Went 2 for 4 with a single and a double. Has been sharp to open up the season now. Takes pitch a low and outside corner. Well placed by McGuire. Was really trying to work the outside part of the plate to the lefties, and really just trying to work low and away. Seeing him go with a lot of breaking balls towards that very same spot. Now speeds up the heater and misses upstairs. And the fastball going to sit around the mid-80s, while the breaking ball is going to sit to the mid to low to mid-70s. And McGuire kicks and fires. Breaking ball stays up. A good take from Bittner, and we'll see the appeal out to field umpire. Will again say that the swing held back from Bittner. And Ramos trying to get any call he can, trying to help McGuire get ahead in the count. 2-1 between the southpaw and Bittner, missing outside again. So count goes 3-1. We've seen 3 walks in the inning for Luke McGuire. Needs to find a piece of the zone now, otherwise we'll just walk a second run home and bring up Gunnar Guile, who waits on deck. Fastball is going to be put towards the 5-6 pocket again. Diving and hits off the glove of Almeida. We are going to see the waiver out for Troy Osborne. The throw is coming in from Emery Henderson offline, and Osborne's in there. So 2 runs will come in on the knock for Kyler Bittner. A diving play attempted by Almeida. Got a bit of leather on it, couldn't get enough kicked out into left, and Emery Henderson got the ball in quick. But it is a 2 RBI single from Kyler Bittner, and his hot streak of hitting continues in his early games. So brings up the 2025 Walla Walla Sweet All-Star and Gunnar Guile. First pitch from McGuire misses up high, and in that pitch count really being dragged out early. That was pitch number 30 here in the first inning. McGuire kicks, fires this time. Will find the up and in corner. And Walla Walla, 3 runs in the bottom of the first last night. Now 3 runs in the bottom of the first tonight. Potential to find even more as this breaking ball be a called strike, and you can see Gunnar looking back towards Taylor Schneider as the count will be 1-2. McGuire just looking to put this inning in the rearview mirror. Runner takes off, but it's a swing and a miss out of Guile, and McGuire will pick up his first K of the evening to find the third out, but not before Walla Walla tack on 3. Another 3-run lead after the first inning, and Walla Walla will now head into the second and giving the early lead to Trevor Stowe, who will be happy to take it in stride.
Washington's lottery gives out a lot of green to winners in schools and retailers awesomely. Nearly 600 mil to people that play. Another 180 mil to vocational training and education from preschool to college. Now you got the knowledge, a win-win for all of us. Play Washington's lottery, lottery, lottery. Play Washington's lottery, lottery, yeah.
Visit walllottery.com. Who benefits to learn more.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
So Parker Burt will lead things off here on the top of the second, and the Pippins trying to cut away this lead, smashed out towards dead center field. Is going to get over the head of Sam Kane. 106 off the bat of Burt. Kane retrieves it on the warning track, gets it in quick, but it's a lead-off double for the Ball State commit. And wasting no time at all, took the fastball straight back up the middle as it was placed just about middle on the zone from Trevor Stowe. And ripped right back up the pipe. A hard line drive. Can't do much to beat that. 17 degrees on the exit angle, and very well could have gone further if just was a grain or two more under it. But a leadoff double, nothing to complain about for the Pippins. Brings up Luis Garcia. And still looking to iron things out immediately. First pitch missing inside at 90. Looks like it just missed the up and in corner. Again, Trevor does just have a 3-pitch mix. Fastball, slider, and a changeup. That heater going to live in the low 90s. Slider going to generate a lot of whiffs, and changeup is always going to be a good strikeout pitch. And that double from Burt just being the second extra base hit of the series for the Pippins. Had their one lone extra base hit last night, and Trevor Stowe immediately going after Garcia. Challenge fastball just a little bit above the zone. Right at 90 miles an hour. We'll see if he just goes right back to the heater. Kicks, fires, he does. This time Garcia able to get a piece of it. But 92 in that fastball. The Pippin center fielder went 1 for 4 yesterday. He did have 3 strikeouts. Got on base through a single and was one of the 3 runs to score for Yakima Valley. Now trying to defend in the 1-2 count, at least put something in play. Breaking ball from Stowe. It's the slider, just gets up the middle. We're going to see the stop sign go up for Burt, but it will be back-to-back knocks from the designated hitter and center fielder to bring up for Uhana. With the runners on the corner, none down. And just another well-hit ball was a slider that actually was under the zone, and Garcia was just able to keep the hands in the barrel on plane to send it right back up the middle. 93 off the bat. As Stowe fires first pitch. It's going to be a hard ground ball at Austin Owens. Flips it over to second. Bittner, the relay onto first, is going to miss up high. So the Swedes not able to turn two. A run will come in regardless. So we'll see how that play is going to end up being scored, as and can never really assume the double play, but it looked to be a quick turn. It was hard off the bat from Furuhata. It's the second ball that hit triple digits and saw the 106 double off the bat of Parker Burnt. That ball was 106 as well, just skipping straight over to Austin Owens. Did slow down with the one hop in the grass. Now ball is going to be stopped in front. Runner takes off. The throw down from Osborne. It's a good tag, but no, Owens loses it while applying the tag. And Furuhata ends up swiping second base. So gives the RBI opportunity to Furuhata. As Emory Henderson fouls it straight back. And the big outfielder, 6'1", 200 pounds. Just finished up his 2 years at Wenatchee Valley. Currently uncommitted for next season. It was a top bat in the NWAC and a really top power bat at that. As now another ball is going to get away from Osborne and will allow Furuhata to move all the way up to third. Count goes 3-1 to Emory Henderson. And the Sweets, after last night's victory, now just a half a game back of first place in the West Coast League South Division. Right behind the Ridgefield Raptors. Again, the Sweets 21-16 now. Just the third team in the West Coast League to reach 21 wins. The only others being Kelowna and Wenatchee. The Ridgefield Raptors, after claiming the first half title in the South, have been struggling to get back on track, currently on a 7-game losing streak. And now another ball is going to get away from Osborne. It looks like this caught the toe of Emory Henderson, caught the back toe on his left foot. That ball was 93. Straight to the foot, and immediately Sweets trainer Sophia Ray will come out and check on the Pippins outfielder. Is that very much going to sting? We'll put runners on the corners for Yakima Valley with still just one out and one run already across. That being the third hit by pitch we've seen in the series. Did see two last night, and including one that got Sweets outfielder Cole Rogers. And Cole ended up getting injured by that hit by pitch, will not be playing today. I'm waiting for more updates from him, as Emory Henderson, a little bit slow in the step, is taking the easy on that left foot, but will still stand on first base. And brings up Aviel Ramos. Ramos used as the DH last night for the Pippins. Went 0 for 3, did get on once through a walk as the first pitch heater misses upstairs from Stowe. And Trevor coming into this start, 11 walks in just 21 innings. Been able to minimize them pretty well, and now gets a huge swing and a miss out of Ramos. Wanted all of that pitch. Ramos batting .254 on the season, has knocked in 15 runs at this point. Now fastball painted on the outside corner at 91. It might have just been off the plate. And have seen that call made a couple times now from the home plate umpire. And always got to learn to adapt a little bit as foul ball straight back towards Highway 12. Count will remain 1-2. Again, kind of an interesting day weather-wise here in Walla Walla. It's 85. The overcast skies now are seeing a little bit of blue. Straight over top Borleske, but still clouds by the horizon. A little bit of wind. About 5 miles an hour. Stowe breaking ball is going to be lifted out into right field. Stinson will track it. Tagging is Furuhata, but will not take off. The throw quickly in from Bo. And that being a big second out for the Sweets, keeping Furuhata where he is on third. And now 2 down.
On third base, number 16, Derek Almeida.
In Walla Walla, they're able to pick up a game here versus the Raptors. Will move into first. Again, Ridgefield currently playing down in Portland. Excuse me, are playing in Ridgefield. Portland are over at the Rourke. Competing against the Raptors. Now we'll see Emory Henderson take off, and Osborne gunning for him. The throw looks to be in time, but no! It is going to be deemed safe by the field umpire in Bryce Reeves, and that will allow Furuhata to score. And immediately, manager Leo Rivera will come out and have a chat with Bryce Reeves. As the throw looked to be on time, the chances that Emory Henderson might have been able to swim around the tag and get the back of the base, and it looks like after a quick deliberation, there's going to be no extra talk, and it looks like we'll see Bryce Reeves return to his spot, and Leo Rivera return to the dugout as the Pippins make it a 1-run game here in the second inning. And Almeida has the tying run in scoring position, and the Pippins, again, would love to turn around. We're on a 4-game win streak before coming into last night's game. We're able to close out their series versus Bend with a win, winning the rubber match, then went on to sweep the Raptors earlier on this week. Now breaking ball is going to get ripped out into left field, and Guile is going to try and make the throw in, but it will be cut off shallow by T, and it's going to be an RBI single for Almeida, and the Pippins tie it here on the top of the second. So just a hard line drive out into left field by Derek Almeida. Almeida, that being his 9th ribby of the summer, has been a good contact bat. As Stowe will immediately go and check on him over at first base. So the Sweets, after scoring 3 in the bottom of the first, now having Yakima Valley immediately respond. Trevor Stowe, another heater, lined foul out towards the Walla Walla bullpen. And just checking on the one pitcher sitting down there, lone by himself, down the left field line. I believe that is Andrew Cohen, just hanging out there by himself. As the 1-1 pitch on the way, we will see Almeida take off. Another throw down. This time is going to be towards the opposite side of the base. A good effort from Owens to try and apply the tag, but it'll be another stolen base. So that being the 3rd Pippin base runner to steal second base just this inning. Now the go-ahead run is in scoring position for the one-hitter in Mendoza. Again, the infielder out of Western Oklahoma State. Talked about the Rangers coming over from Oklahoma to have 3 in the starting lineup. Ramos at catcher, having Luis Garcia who's the 5-hitter, and then having Mendoza Jr. fouls this ball away. Count goes full. Of course, also having Dan Bradley, the 6'7" right-handed pitcher out of Western Oklahoma State, who we will likely see at some point this series. Guy who's hard to miss. Has 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Payoff pitch on the way from Stowe is going to get lined over, and it's going to be off the glove of T. Running over to help him out is Owens, but the throw is not going to be in time. In and out of the glove of T on the liner, and it's going to end up being a 2-out single from Mendoza Jr. Again, well hit. Trevor T doing a good job reacting quick. Just couldn't quite hang on to it. It was 83 off the bat towards the hot corner. So brings up Tyson Miller, as again Stowe will check on the new runner at first. Miller got subbed out early yesterday, subbed out after the 5th inning, as now we'll see another runner take off for a second. No chance and no throw attempt for Osborne. Just another stolen base, as saw Walla Walla look very aggressive in their base running last night. Now seeing Yakima Valley looking much more energized coming into today. 1-0 pitch spotted to the outside corner at 91. Looked to be right off the plate. And Stowe trying to limit his pitches now. Pitch number 38 upcoming, will miss down towards the dirt. And I've talked about Stowe a lot in terms of his starting role. Again, Trevor really hasn't been a starter in the last 2 years. Was a starter in his time back in 2024 with the College of the Desert. And was a JUCO All-American after striking out 105 in a season with sub-4 ERA as a redshirt freshman. Of course, pitched really well in his time at JUCO, but was also a really great bat, as batted nearly 360 while striking out 105 on the other side of the baseball. Again, once committed to Wazoo, has just been a good bullpen arm. But talked about when we saw Trevor's first start all the way back versus Kamloops on June 13th. A part of that long Canadian road trip was the first start since his JUCO days. Tries the outside corner again, will get it outside corner. Will set down Tyson Miller, looking stranding 2 in scoring position, but it is the Pippins who put across 3 in the top of the second. Now a tie game moving into the bottom half. The Swedes offense looking to respond.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
So Walla Walla trying to turn things around here in the bottom of the second inning as again scored 3 last inning, and then the Pippins were able to respond with 3 of their own in the top half. That will be the 9-hitter. And Austin Owens, who will lead things off for Walla Walla. Austin Owens had his lone hit in his final at-bat of the night was an RBI single. I've seen some great defensive work all season long for Austin. And again, the offense has stayed up there well as a fastball pumped in for strike 1 from McGuire, who will look to have a little bit more of a cleaner inning after giving up 3 hard-hit ground ball over to the second baseman and Furuhata. He spins it over to first for out number 1. So the lineup card flips right back over to Peyton Knowles. And PK committing to play with the Troy Trojans not too long ago after a standout season with the Seattle Redhawks, earning all conference honors. I was able to talk to PK before the game on the Peel in the Back pregame show and asked him about how excited he was to head down to Alabama, continue his career with Troy, and says it's going to be incredible to play down in the Southeast and just keeping himself playing strong here with Walla Walla as rocks a single through the right side just past Furuhata. So Knowles 1 for 1 on the day, again was walked in his first time up. Now a base hit for the Sweets' 3rd knock-in. Again, just an inning and a third as Trevor T steps in to continue his streak. Again, 7 plate appearances in the series, has got on base 6 times. As now showing bunt, plays it well down the third base line. It's going to be a tough play for Almeida, but it just rolls foul. As again, with the dirt and grass here at Borleske Stadium, a good bunt is always going to be tough to put down. You either need to keep it on the grass or straight onto the dirt, as that ball was on the edge of the grass, and once it kind of comes down off that little lip, it's going to track into foul territory. Exactly as it did there. Was a great attempt out of T. So a foul tip off the sack bunt attempt makes it 0-1. Seeing Almeida playing even with the bag over at third. Might see T try it again this time. No intent on laying a bunt out. Breaking ball misses up high from McGuire. And McGuire, a guy who will continue his career at Spokane. It'll be interesting to see where lefty like him is able to end up a couple of years. We'll expect him to kind of move into more of a starting role as a sophomore at Spokane, getting more and more reps at the JUCO level. And if he's able to show what he did, even remotely similar to this year as a reliever for Spokane, it's going to be a big threat and maybe have some 4-year offers, as gets a fly out from T out into right field. And just the second time in 8 plate appearances that T has been retired this series. That brings up Sam Kane with 2 down and 1 on. And while also talking to Knowles standing on first base, a guy he talks about a lot is Sam Kane, former teammates at Seattle University and back together once again here with Walla Walla under a former coach and manager Leo Rivera. Breaking ball drifts into the outside corner for strike 1 to Kane. Flew out to right field his first time up versus McGuire. And it looks like Sam Kane trying to wipe off home plate a little bit and get a little bit better view of it. 1-1 pitch on the way is going to be a fastball lifted into foul territory. Velasquez reeling after it, has plenty of room, and will make the catch for the third out as Peyton Knowles picks up a hit, but that will close out the second inning. Yakima Valley pick up 3, and it's a tie ball game heading into the top of the third.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest, you are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Top of the third inning and a tie ball game here in historic Borleske Stadium between the Pippins and the Sweets. And the Walla Walla Yakima Valley rivals going head-to-head in their second of 3 series this summer, and played to open up the season over in Yakima County Stadium. And the Pippins took the first 2 games before Walla Walla claimed the third, preventing the sweep. But the Pippins were able to take the first series versus Walla Walla now. And the Sweets looking to respond with a winner of their own. And these two teams face off this weekend. Then All-Star break will happen next weekend. We'll go their separate ways before reuniting back here in Borleske Stadium on July 21st. And so we'll just have a little over a week before seeing each other, and then we'll play again in a third series of the summer. And again, with the standings getting ever so narrow in the South Division, every game played between both these teams is going to mean a lot. Grounder over to Knowles, and it's going to be a close play over at first, but flipped to Stowe just in time. And will retire the leadoff man in Velasquez. So it brings up Parker Burt. Again, Burton his first time up versus Stowe at a 106 line drive right back up the middle over the head of Sam King, the Sweet center fielder. We'll see how Stowe approaches him this time. Breaking ball is going to get lifted out in towards left. Guile is behind it, and he'll secure out number 2. And 4 hits last inning for the Pippins, able to put up their 3 runs again, starting with the leadoff double and then seeing a few more singles drop in. It'll be Luis Garcia with 2 outs and no one on, trying to extend the top half of this inning for Yakima Valley. He's going to send a liner into left field. Will do exactly that. Little bit of a jam shot. Still was able to muscle it over the head of Owens for a 2-out single. So Luis Garcia, 2 for 2 to open up his evening. That's on the 5th hit for the Pippins versus Stowe. So it'll again be Fruhada who steps in. showing bunt, pulls it back as the slider misses inside. Again, talked about how both these teams have a combined 9 All-Stars, Walla Walla having 5, tied for the league high, and then Yakima Valley having 4. Have 3 in the starting lineup, and then 1 pitcher who we have yet to see. And Nick Velasquez, Daichi Furuhara, and having Parker Burt, the 3 position player All-Stars, and then having Nathaniel Carano, the Whitworth pitcher, as the 4th All-Star for the Pippins. Then in Walla Walla have 3 pitchers, 2 position players. Have Knowles over on first, Kane out in center. And having Perry Stowe, Curtis Ellis, Charles Rogers III as the All-Star arms. Another pickoff towards first from Stowe. Just trying to keep Garcia in check over there at first. Again, we've seen 4 stolen bases already from Yakima Valley. All were last inning. Garcia, good secondary hop as pop straight back in foul. Find the 2 strikeouts. Still seeing the fastball being leaned on a lot by Stowe. And it was Walla Walla's offense that really put on a show last night, but the defense was able to stay solid. Again, did commit an error, and foul tip will be sent off towards the Swedes dugout to keep the count alive, and we'll see Garcia have to return back over to first as believe did not hear or see the foul tip. Thought he had second base stolen clean. And Swedes only allowing 3 runs last night. Did have 1 defensive error, but the pitching staff was able to total 11 strikeouts. 5 from Charles Rogers III, 3 from Alex Cohen, 3 from Rudy Larson. Breaking ball on its way, a well-placed slider to the inside corner. Looked like it just caught a piece. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Go-ahead run off of first for Yakima Valley. Stowe kicks and fires a 2-2, a heater way up high. So the count goes full versus Furuhara. And Daichi Furuhara, former Southwestern Oregon Community College Laker, has since committed to play with the Red Hawks over at Seattle. Payoff pitch is going to get lined into right field. In motion was Garcia. Bo Stinson gets it down the line, tosses it in quick as throw picked up by Bittner on the infield dirt, and it'll be back-to-back 2-out singles from the Pippins, and now runners on the corners. Go-ahead run 90 feet away for Emory Henderson. So Emory Henderson remains in the game. Again, his first time up was hit in the left foot, 93 miles an hour. Did end up remaining in the game over on first base, stole second, then did eventually come around to score himself. But 2 down, runners on first and third for the Pippins. Very well might see Furuhara in motion as Emory Henderson pops it up, trailing back behind the netting, out in towards the food trucks and the hot corner concessions here at Borleske. Again, still just a warmer evening here in Walla Walla. Will be even hotter next week as will likely be around the mid to high 90s all week long here in Walla Walla next week. Thankfully for people here and for the players, it is All-Star Week, so won't have any games until the later weekend over in Corvallis, as we will see Furuhara take off. Line drive, diving catch made by Austin Owens, and steals away the go-ahead run from the Pippins. And the Grand Canyon Antelope showing some good range at shortstop. Stealing down the top of the third, keeping it tied 3-3, heading to the bottom half.
Hey, Your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
A narrow battle here as we head into the bottom of the third between the Sweets and the Pippins. Locked up 3-3, and it will be the DH Royce Hale who will lead things off. 4, 5, 6 in the lineup, and really just 3 straight power hitters between Royce Hale, Troy Osborne, and Bo Stinson through the lineup. And just a lot of guys who can do a lot of damage, and not be surprised to see any of those guys lace an extra base hit or find something over the fence as lefty-lefty matchup. Royce Hale smashes one foul. Was a inside breaking ball. Hale got the hands going quick. Again, seeing the right side of the infield, shifting over closer towards the line, and now another breaking ball. Hale gets ahead of it. 75 on the bender. And Hale grounded into a fielder's choice his first time up. McGuire kicks, fires, missing up and in. And probably expecting another one of those sliders from McGuire. Probably try and stay lower in the zone, try and get a chase. Instead lives high. It's going to be popped up into foul territory over towards the Sweets dugout. Is there enough room for Ramos? No, it hits into the netting. And is able to get up close and personal with a couple Sweets over there in the dugout. Just a nice wave as he trots back behind home plate. So the count remains 1-2. Back through his motion, another breaking ball. Hale fouls it off himself to stay alive. Again, Royce knew he was going to be a big addition to the roster when the Sweets first signed him, but did join Walla Walla a little bit later on in the summer and immediately made an impact, but now will go down swinging versus McGuire. Second strikeout of the start for the Spokane Southpaw, and it brings up Osborne. Osborne representing one of the 3 hits and one of the 3 runs that the Sweets has. Had an RBI single back in the first inning and eventually came around to score himself. Now first pitch fouls one off out towards the right side. And Sweets do have themselves a new first base coach today, as the usual first base coach, Sweets hitting coach Brendan Cabrera, out for the day, and it's Henry Carson, assistant coach and clubhouse manager, who's down the first base line for Walla Walla. Again, Henry Carson in the springtime is the head coach at Kings High School out near Seattle, and helped his team win a state championship. Lined out towards center at 94, but reaching over to get it is Luis Garcia, as that's 2 up, 2 down to bring up Stinson. And the Kings Knights varsity baseball team were able to take that Class 1A state championship just back in June. And Henry Carson was a little bit late joining the Sweets this season because he was coaching that team through a state championship. Finished 18-8, a historic record for the Knights, and came into the state tournament as the number 11 seed and ended up winning the whole thing under Henry Carson. So being able to bring that championship winning experience to the Sweets, and a good friend of manager Leo Rivera, and similar with Brendan Cabrera, all reunited. 0-2 pitch on the way to Bo is going to be a heater missing up and away. And the Sweets just having really a younger coaching staff. McGuire kicks, fires, Stinson fends it off. Have manager Leo Rivera, who turned 26 a few weeks ago. Have Henry Carson over on the first base side, who's 25. Brendan Cabrera is 23. Just finished up getting his master's from Gonzaga. And then do have Corey Keir, Sweets pitching coach, who is a little bit of the outlier, turning 55 a couple weeks ago on the Bend road trip. And just a young core of coaches, and again, led by Leo Rivera in his first head coaching job. Trying to get the Sweets to the postseason for the first time since 2019 in his first year as a head coach, and currently well on the path to doing so. Another full count between Stinson and McGuire. Lefty kicks. It's going to be off the cap of the bat. It's going to be a tough play as McGuire was late getting over to first, and he's not going to be there in time. And it looked like a play that definitely could have been completed by McGuire and Velasquez. But Luke McGuire was slow off the mound and maybe just thought it was hit a little bit harder over to Velasquez, maybe didn't have to worry. Instead, Bo Stinson able to leg it out. He's got some great speed out on the base paths. I believe it is just going to be deemed a 2-out single from Stinson. Could very well be deemed an error, but it's kind of tough to score that as an error. Has no technical mistakes, no bobbles, and it will go in the scorebooks as a single to the first baseman. As the count goes 0-1, just catching the bottom of the zone versus Bittner. Swings away late at this pitch, and the count goes 0-2 to Kyler. And the Fresno State infielder just finished up his junior year with the Bulldogs, redshirted his junior, so will come into next spring as a redshirt junior with Fresno State. 0-2 pitch is going to get down into the dirt, kept in front by Ramos, but it's going to be Stinson who takes second. So 2 outs and a runner in scoring position. RBI opportunity for Bittner. Does have 2 ribbies already in just 2 games. Fastball missing up high from McGuire. Again, that heater just sitting in the mid-80s. McGuire kicks, fires, the slider gets the swing and a miss, and 2 strikeouts in the inning for Luke McGuire to close out the 3rd inning. Walla Walla get a runner in scoring position. Can't bring him in. It remains knotted up at 3, moving on into the 4th.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday.
Abiel Ramos lead things off for the Pippins here in the top of the fourth inning. Still tied up 3-3 between Yakima Valley and Walla Walla. First pitch swinging is Ramos and a good slider out of Stowe to pick up strike one. There were some close games and some larger game deficits last night around the West Coast League. Of course, Walla picking up their biggest win of the season, 15-run deficit. As the ball skips over the netting and straight in front of the broadcast booth, and will be a souvenir for a young fan here at Borleske. Just hopped up and off the dirt. Seen that happen a couple times, even with the netting. Always have to keep your head on a swivel here, as now fastball lifted out towards right center field. It's going to be Sam Kane drifting to his left, and he secures it. And Walla Walla took down the Pippins 18-3. Edmonton took down Marion 9-2. Did see Springfield with a huge victory over Corvallis 10-1. Those being some of the bigger games. Saw Nanaimo take down Bend 8-4. Then some more narrow margins. Portland picked up a 13-10 victory over Ridgefield, as high-scoring matchup between the Pickles and the Raptors. Saw Kamloops down Victoria 4-2. And the All-Star Game hosts are ready to go for this upcoming week to host the games in Victoria. Port Angeles were able to down Bellingham 2-1, a big victory for the Lefties. And Wenatchee were able to keep themselves way up top in the West Coast League, as picked up a victory over Kelowna 2-1 in that win. Now the Apple Sox, the first team to 25 wins, as they are 25-9, have won nearly 74% of the games they have played. And the closest team to them being the Kelowna Falcons, who are 21-13. Ground ball over to the third baseman. It goes under the glove of T. Was expecting a little bit of a hopper, instead just stays low into the dirt, and it puts Almeida on first. Again, it looked routine for T. Ended up just kind of setting up to the outside of the baseball, and wasn't able to get in front of it. Just slipped under the glove. It will be deemed an error. That is the second error from the Sweets in this game already. That being the first fielding error. Have seen a throwing error. It's the go-ahead run. Now on base through error, and back up to the one hitter. It's going to be chopped over to Bittner. He applies the tag, goes over to first, and it's going to take Knowles off the bag, but he applies the tag. And Bittner able to help stem the double play and gets things immediately back in order. Even through the error into the middle of the fourth, we go 3-3.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at underwriterhondaofwallawalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Gunnar Guile, Austin Owens, and Peyton Knowles will get things going here in the bottom of the fourth versus Luke McGuire. Through 3 innings now on 65 pitches. 3 walks, 3 strikeouts, has allowed 2 earned runs, and now the first pitch breaking ball drops in at 73 versus Guile. And the Sweets left fielder struck out his first time up versus the lefty, and now going to go down 0-2, and hard swing there at inside breaker. Another one of the lefty on lefty matchups that you'll see tonight. And Peyton Knowles, Royce Hale, Gunnar Guile, all being strong lefty swinging guys. The count goes 1-2. Again, Guile returning Sweden. Arizona native, spent a couple of years at the University of Arizona with the Wildcats, has since transferred and will play with New Mexico State alongside the Aggies in the spring of 2027. As that will be the official sophomore year for Guile, and now is going to get rung up on a breaking ball that looked to be just a bit high. Instead will be strike 3 as McGuire picks up his first looking strikeout of the evening.
Shortstop number 1, Austin Owens.
And 79 on that breaking ball, looked to be just about a ball high. And just has a ton of vertical break. The count goes 0-1 early to Owens. Now swings and misses at a pitch to the outside half and goes 0-2. Austin coming into this game has 6 extra base hits. Getting on base 37% of the time as a pitch missing outside. And a good take from Owens, as we just have seen McGuire usually allows a hit per inning but has been able to get out of it. As drop third, throw over to first will be in time. That's back-to-back strikeouts from McGuire. Now registered 4 strikeouts in his last 5 outs, as brings back up Knowles.
First baseman number 17, Pippins, Knowles.
And Knowles has gotten on base in 4 out of his 6 plate appearances on the series so far. Now takes strike 1, another looping breaking ball, 73. Again, we saw that quite a bit last night from Hound Tanaka, another lefty for the Pippins, who again was just more of a crafty lefty. The fastball sit around the low 80s, but then the breaking ball would slow down all the way to 65 miles an hour. There's a good lead from Knowles, lets that one drift in under the knees. McGuire is working quickly off the mound. Immediately coming set and working through that short windup. He's trying to keep the batters moving, not allowing them to settle all too much. And the Swedes were really able to settle last night. Batted .390 as a team last night. Had 8 extra base hits. 5 doubles, a triple, and 2 homers, courtesy of Bo Stinson. Now have been slow to get things going. Have 4 knocks in this game. All have been singles. It's just been a good job limiting from McGuire, and he has seemed to get better now. Gets another swing and a miss, and applying the tag is going to be Ramos, and ends up giving PK a little bit of a hug, as that will close out the bottom of the 4th, and striking out the side is Luke McGuire for the Pippins. Sends us on to the 5th, still all tied up between the Pippins and the Sweets.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
2-3-4 in the order for Yakima Valley, and trying to break this deadlock of 3 as Trevor Stowe gets a first pitch swing and a miss versus Miller. Pippins right fielder 0 for 2, a ground out back to Stowe and a looking strikeout. And Trevor trying to get through 5 innings now, and has used just over 60 pitches. That was pitch number 61 cruising into the outside half. 2 strikeouts, 2 runs given up, at least being 2 earned runs given up. Kicks and fires towards that low and away corner, just misses it, and you can see Troy Osborne hesitating a little bit, thought that did catch the corner. Two-one pitch on its way, going to be sent over towards Bidner, handles it easy, the throw on its way to first in time. So ground out to second, ending out the top of the 4th, and now starting up the top of the 5th as it brings up Nick Velasquez.
Number 17, Nick Velasquez.
Velasquez also over to a line out and a ground out. Was able to hit a ball hard out to right field, and there's a great catch made by Bo Stinson on the run towards the right center gap. And just grounded over to Knowles, the first baseman, his last time up. And Velasquez stands at 6 foot, 190 pounds, bats left, throws right. Finished up his freshman year at Citrus, now will go right back up the middle, and 97 skips one through the dirt for a 1-out base hit. And just a ball well struck up the middle, didn't have to do too much else. As it brings up Burt.
The designated hitter, number 25, Parker Burt.
Burt has had some good swings early on in the evening. Got a double his first time up out to center, and then flew out to left his last time up, as immediately we'll see Velasquez in motion. The throw on its way is going to be offline, gets off the glove of Bittner. And Owens there to back it up. Will just be the 5th stolen base of the game for Yakima Valley. And they have not been shy about running here. And saw the Sweets base running was very aggressive last night versus the Pippins. Has got a lot of guys on base. We're not afraid to swipe bags, as Walla Walla had 5 stolen bases last night. And now the Pippins matching that 5 just here in the 5th inning. As Trevor Stowe looking for a big put away on the cleanup man with 1 out and a speedy runner in scoring position. Kicks and fires, slider popped up onto the infield. It's going to be Knowles who takes it on the cut of the grass for the 2nd out. And Stowe doing a good job creating that weak contact. And Stowe has just been a guy who's had a great mix of strikeout in his game, but also being able to rely on forcing batters to stay uncomfortable, generating a lot of quick ground outs, a lot of pop outs. Now fires the first pitch inside half and just missing inside towards the letters of Garcia. Again, big game at hand between these two teams. Walla Walla looking for first in the South Division, and Yakima Valley still currently would be the last team in the playoffs in the South Division if playoffs started right here today. And of course, not going to feel too comfy as just half a game back of the Pippins is the Portland Pickles. As Trevor Stowe kicks and fires, tries the outside corner this time. Just not able to find it as the count goes 3-0 to the center fielder. And after All-Star Week, a.k.a. July 17th, 18th, and 19th, we'll see the Pippins and the Pickles clash in the Orchard, the Yakima County Stadium. Will be a big match between those two teams in the middle places of the South Division, and very well could determine who makes it into the playoffs later on. As those two teams will play twice to close out the season, once in Portland, once in Yakima. 3-1 pitch from Stowe, inside corner, is able to work it again at 90. Got the freeze out of Garcia. So right back into the count. Go ahead run for the Pippins, standing on second in Velasquez. And the Pippins first baseman, definitely a guy who can score off of a base hit in this scenario and will likely get waved around by Pippins manager Kyle Crustangel, who's on third. Chop over ground ball over towards the left side, and we are going to see it fielded by T. The throw over to first is just in time. And Trevor T showing some good range, having to work around the runner and still makes the play to strand the go-ahead run in scoring position. It remains tied 3-all.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Walla Walla trying to find their way at Luke McGuire again. Put up 3 innings versus the Spokane lefty all the way in the first inning and have yet to be able to respond as the home fans here in Borleske want to try and keep home plate clean. And we'll see the help out of Aviel Ramos. And it looks like seeing manager Kyle Crustangel currently talking to the field umpire Bryce Reeves. And it looks like now the umpires are going to come together to talk to one another. As you can see, Bryce Reeves currently walking towards home plate to go and have a talk with Taylor Schneider. It will be Trevor T, Sam Kane, and Royce Hale in the lineup, and you can see confusion a little bit all over the field, and the home fans here behind home plate are giving a round of applause to Ramos for keeping home plate clean. So after the umpires have a quick moment to talk, McGuire will settle in on the rubber. T will settle in the box. The first pitch will be a fastball missing outside. Again, T a walk and a fly out in his 2 plate appearances so far. And the first 4 batters in the Sweets lineup still looking for their first hit. Again, have seen multiple walks and multiple runs come out of the first 4 in the lineup, but still yet to find a knock. 2, 3, 4 in the lineup. Peyton Knowles has found one of the few hits as breaking ball misses outside from McGuire. So 2-1 count. McGuire kicks, fires, gets a swing and a miss. 2 balls, 2 strike. The Colorado Mesa Maverick helping lead that CMU team to a NCAA Division II Super Regional this past spring, and had to join it, but the Sweets a little bit late because the team just kept working through the playoffs. Just a couple games short of making a Division II World Series appearance, as a foul tip will go straight back into the glove of Ramos, and that is now 5 strikeouts in a row from Luke McGuire.
The center fielder, number 21,
Has struck out Bittner to close out the 3rd inning, struck out the side in the 4th, and now opens up the 5th with a K. And mentioned how this is a guy who could be very threatening, but Sam Kane threatening in his own right. Bat flip from Sam Kane, and the Walla Walla home run leader does it again. Torch over the left field fence, 101 over 380 feet, and Sam Kane pulls Walla Walla into the lead. His 7th home run of the summer continues to just be an absolute extra base hit menace. He is now tied for 3rd in the league in home runs. And immediately Royce Hale will step in and swings at a big breaking ball from McGuire, and you can see the lefty for the Pippins just wanting to settle right back into his motion, not allowing anything, goes straight back to the same pitch. It's another swing and a miss. And Sam Kane breaking up the 5 strikeout streak with a solo home run. Another breaking ball. This time Hale sends it out towards the right field line. That might get down in the corner. Gets down just the line. Hale will make the turn and head back to first. And it will be a 1-out single from Royce Hale on an 0-2 count. Able to just lift it down the right field line. Don't need to do much more than that. Sometimes not about how hard you hit it, just where you hit it. Although sometimes it is, of course, about how hard you hit it, and Sam Kane being the perfect display of that in the at-bat before. So 4-3. Sweets now ahead. Troy Osborne will take ball 1. And Osborne, another good power threat. Swings and misses here, and count will even up. Again, finished up his redshirt freshman year this past spring at the University of Portland with the Pilots, and has just joined the Sweets and immediately been a big impact guy in terms of offense, defense, and really what he does in the clubhouse, as being able to see this team develop since the very beginning, seeing the first players added onto the roster and have seen new players join, late additions, and young guys mixed with more vetted players in the collegiate scene. And you see new guys join the roster. It's usually Troy Osborne, one of the first guys to greet them and really integrate them to the Walla Walla Sweets culture that they've developed here in this 2026 summer. Has gone 1 for 2 with an RBI single tonight. Flew out to center his last time up, now trying to defend in the 1-2 count. McGuire kicks, fires, going to be chopped towards the left side. Almeida goes over to second for Uhana, singles it over to Velasquez, spinning 2 on the 5-4-3 double play to close out the 5th inning, but it's Sam Kane with the explosive swing 383 feet over the left field fence to put Walla Walla up front here in Borleske.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the Suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
So Walla Walla have a 4-3 lead now going into the 6th inning. As we talked a little bit about the West Coast League standings, we'll take a deeper dive as Daichi Furuhata will lead things off for the Pippins. Again, Ridgefield still leading the South Division. Again, Walla Walla knocking at the door, a half a game back. As the Raptors 20-14, Walla Walla 21-16, and a check swing. We will see home plate umpire Taylor Schneider deem Furuhata to go around. So Ridgefield and Walla Walla still at the 1-2 as they have been for really the last 3 to 4 weeks now. Corvallis, the Knights, currently sitting steadily in 3rd. Right behind them is Yakima Valley, just a game behind the Knights. And the Portland Pickles will be looking to move their way up into the top 4. Ben Delk still trying to get something going late. Same with the Marion Berries. Springfield Drifters have been on a good surge as of late. They're trying to bring themselves currently out from last place in the South Division and are on the way to do it. 0-2 pitch fouled away by Daichi. As up in the north, it looks pretty much the same as we've seen it. Wenatchee sitting steadily leading the West Coast League at 25-9. Kelowna is sitting in 2nd again, surpassing Bellingham just earlier this week. The Bells 20-14 in 3rd place in the north. Edmonton, the Riverhawks, currently sitting at what will be the last spot. And hard hit ball out towards right field. Bo Stinson tracking back, diving catch. Did he haul it in? Yes, he did. Bo Stinson. Ben mentioned his 2 homers last night and now bringing out some show-stopping plays in right field. Tips the cap out to Trevor Stowe, and nothing but a smile on Stowe's face as extra base is brought in by Bo Stinson. And what a series he is having versus the Pippins. And hailing from Lewis Clark State, made a huge impact and coming off the bench last night, getting 2 homers and earning himself a start tonight, and has looked ever so comfortable versus Yakima Valley. So Emery Henderson takes ball 1, now swings away, sends it hard out towards center field, 94 off the bat, but it will fall into the lap of Sam Kane. 2 hard hit balls, but 2 outs. Here on the top of the 6th, again, back into the north, the Edmonton Riverhawks 18-15 are currently sitting at 4th, and the Nanaimo currently have 20-17 record, just behind Edmonton in terms of win percentage, followed by Victoria, Kamloops, and Port Angeles. And the lefties picking up the big 2-1 win last night over the Bells. for their 8th win of the season. Man, it should be interesting to close out the 2026 regular season. Again, not too far away. And Walla Walla in particular, after this home series closes up, the Sweets will only have 2 more home West Coast League series. Do have a 2-game set versus the Northwest Star Nighthawks sprinkled in there, non-league matchup. But not too much left to go. As Stowe ramps the heater up, misses up and away. Again, final game of the regular season being August 5th. Being 2.5 weeks. Another ball teed out towards center, and again right at Sam Kane, makes the catch just over the shoulder, and Trevor Stowe locks it down. A nice celebration off the bump as again, Pippins found some hard contact but found nothing but gloves in the outfield. It remains 4-3. Walla Walla moving into the bottom half of the 6th.
Walla Walla Valley Honda is now Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. The same great automotive family is here for all your needs. Service, parts, new Hondas, and top quality used vehicles, all backed by expert staff with the highest standards in the industry. After all, you're family at Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla and deserve the best. Visit us at UnderwriterHondaofWallaWalla.com to schedule service or a test drive today. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla. Walk in as a guest, drive off as family.
Hey, your homework done?
Yep.
Hey, is your homework done?
This kinda is homework. So, what do you think?
I'm so proud of you. Can I play some more?
Is all your work done?
Washington's Lottery is a proud partner in the goal to promote college and career training. Each time you play, you're helping students statewide.
Going into the bottom of the 6th inning, we'll see the evening end for the Pippins starter in Luke McGuire, the lefty out of Spokane. Spun 5 innings, allowed just 3 earned runs, struck out 5 for Walla Walla. Able to add on 4 total runs against him, 3 of which being earned, and now brings up Francisco Lopez, the former Sweet out of Ottawa University, Arizona, making another appearance on the summer in Walla Walla. We're looking to get at him quick. Again, we have seen multiple players going against former clubs. We've seen a couple former Pippins going against Yakima Valley here, as now joining the roster for Walla Walla, and this kind of being the first we've seen the other way around for Lopez, who stands at 6 foot even 215 pounds, pumps in strike 1 to Bo Stinson, this being the 9th appearance of the summer for Lopez, and he has had himself one heck of a summer so far, has spun 7 1/3 innings, has 10 strikeouts, and has yet to allow an earned run. Has a 0.0 ERA, .68 whip, has only administered 1 walk, and that's been the only free pass he's given. And now gets up 1-2 versus Stinson, just spots the up and in corner to Bo. And Stinson making some great plays out in right field. He's currently 1 for 1. A walk and a single at the plate, and now is going to go down swinging versus the new arm in Lopez.
The second baseman, number 25, Tyler Bittner.
Again, Lopez in the spring with the Spirit was able to help out a little bit. And Ottawa University, Arizona, another NAIA team, was a big swing and a miss out of Bittner as the fastball is going to sit around the mid-80s. That was just below the knees, and now it looks like Lopez might be taking a moment and have heard Francisco Lopez kind of just grunting after every pitch he throws, trying to throw as much as he can into it, but maybe overexerting himself here as Sweets trainer Sophia Ray will come out, as well as Pippins manager Kyle Crustangel will go out and check on the righty, and maybe facing a little bit of discomfort out there. And Lopez didn't play this spring with Ottawa, ended up taking a break for the spring and continuing another summer in the West Coast League. And former Sweet, now turned Pippin, who just has been having a great summer season, as it looks like maybe saw Lopez kind of step wrong on the mound, and we'll see the incoming Wazoo freshman Ronan Schofield come out with a rake and just kind of raking the back of the mound, it looks like. Again, the count will be 0-1, and it looks like the Yakima Valley Bat Boy came out to offer Lopez some water. Seems to be all right. As after that slight pause, the game will continue on here in the bottom of the sixth. Again, 1 out, 0-1 count to Bittner. No one aboard. Sweets lead by 1. And it looks like Lopez doesn't want a test pitch. It looked like the home plate umpire Taylor Schneider was going to give him one, but Lopez, saying himself we're good, steps in back on the rubber, and looks like he's rearing to get back going into this game. Through his windup, fires the 0-1, skips it in the dirt. Walla Walla would love to add on here in the sixth. Again, 1-run lead, not going to feel too safe. And Pippins, a solid offensive team, as a fastball going to be called a strike, and it looked like that was just above the zone. You can see Bittner surprised to see that call. So 1 ball, 2 strikes now, skipping into the dirt. It will hop up in front of Ramos. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Bittner, who has 2 RBI single on the evening alongside a strikeout. And Bittner's just been a guy who's made such an early impact in his time, batting 4 for 10 in his first 10 plate appearances and knocking in 4 runs. And now fastball up high, and could see Ramos immediately turn to throw that ball around the horn, and instead we'll have to settle back behind the plate, as that ball did miss about 1.5 balls up in the zone. So the payoff pitch on its way, and a swing and a miss. And that will be strike 3, as it's 2 up, 2 down. Back-to-back swinging strikeouts from Francisco Lopez to bring up Guile. Now 2 former teammates going head-to-head. 2 former teammates here at Walla Walla, as both Sweets last year, and again, both Arizona natives. And first pitch is going to be grounded foul down the right side. And both Francisco and Gunner, natives of Tucson, Arizona. And unsure of where Lopez played high school ball. No Guile played at the IMG Academy. Now it's going to be grounded over to the first base side, and it's going to be flipped over to Lopez, and seeing the two former teammates brace one another down the line and give each other a high five, as will be the third out in the bottom of the sixth, and it will be 1-2-3 from Francisco Lopez with 2 strikeouts to send us on to the 7th. The Sweets remain leading by 1.
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Sweets, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook and at drinkcider.com to learn more. Blue Mountain Cider Company, an apple a day, 1 glass at a time.
Experience elegance in the heart of downtown Walla Walla at the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Call for reservations at 509-525-2200 or visit us online at marcuswhitmanhotel.com.
Welcome to hospitality. Welcome to luxury. Welcome to Legends Casino Hotel. Visit legendscasino.com or call and book your stay today.
Andrew Cohen will take over in the top of the 7th, and the start will end for Trevor Stowe. Gets through 6 innings, the furthest he's gone into a game, only allowing 2 earned runs, picking up 2 strikeouts and 84 total pitches. And it's the Grand Canyon Antelope in Andrew Cohen. Takes over, making his 10th appearance of the summer. And the first pitch is just going to breeze by Derek Almeida. And Cohen sporting the 4-pitch mix, fastball, sweeper, cutter, and a changeup. And just had himself a really strong summer with the Sweets. Again, got only 1 appearance as a true freshman at Grand Canyon University. And has made now 10 appearances with the Sweets, and his 9 prior appearances has spun just under 13 innings, has 20 strikeouts, 2.84 ERA. I believe as of last updated was one of the league's top whiff pitchers, generates a ton of swing and miss stuff. And has the fastball that can get up into the low 90s, and the cutter is a good sneaky pitch and then gets a lot of swings and misses with the sweeper. And saw his older brother Alex Cohen pitch yesterday and gets the swing and a miss. That looked like the cutter to the outside corner. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the 9-hitter in Almeida. Trying to be a leadoff guy, but will go down swinging another pitch towards the outside corner. Will set down Almeida through strikeout for the first time, and brings up Mendoza. And always fun to see the 2 Cohen brothers coming out of the bullpen one night after the next, as again Alex Cohen last night ended up throwing 3 innings out of the pen, totaling 59 pitches, allowed just 2 earned runs, struck out 3 versus the Pippins. And now his younger brother Andrew looking to try and shut down Yakima Valley as well. Spots the outside corner. The count goes 1-1. Again, Cohen, good strikeout pitcher, 20 strikeouts and 21 strikeouts now in 13 innings across the summer. Has given up 15 walks. Limited earned runs with only 4 across the season. has just been a guy that seems to get better and better the more reps he gets, and of course that will be really translating well once he hops back in the spring. This being his first appearance in a week. Last time we saw him was versus the Ridgefield Raptors on Independence Day. He did allow 1 run versus Ridgefield, struck out 2. Has not gone more than an inning in his last 2 appearances. And after that, it shows off his best showing of the season versus Springfield. And now it's going to be a pop-up into shallow right field. Coming in is Sam Kane. Long run, diving catch. He hauls it in on the grass. Sam Kane with a great stop out in center. And seen him and Bo Stinson both made great impacts in the outfield, stealing away multiple hits from the Pippins. And Sam Kane, and showing he can do it on both sides of the baseball. Had the go-ahead home run earlier on in this ballgame, back in the 5th, and now steals away a 1-out single. And it's 2 up, 2 down for Cohen. Bursting up against Tyson Miller, who has to look at strike 1 right down the middle. Kicks and fires again, this time in a little bit closer to the hands. Miller couldn't get the barrel around quick enough to it. And 2 one-inning appearances for Andrew Cohen, his last 2 times out, but then back on June 24th versus the Drifters, spun 3 innings versus Springfield, allowed just 1 hit, no earned runs, striking out 5. Was the most dominant look we've seen from him, and see how many innings he gets in this showing as fly ball out to center, right at Kane. Take a couple steps, reeling to his right through the wind, and makes the grab. 1, 2, 3. Goes Andrew Cohen, working into the top of the Pippins lineup. Brings us into the 7th inning stretch here at Borleske. Sweets remain up by 1.
Okay, Sweets fans, it's now time for the 7th inning stretch. Let's stand up and join Sweet Lou and our special guest singing tonight, Pete and John, for Take Me Out to the Ball Game. Here we go.
Walla Walla trying to extend here in the bottom of the 7th inning versus the Pippins, leading 4-3. And that was just a battle of the bullpens as saw the quick inning of work from Francisco Lopez. Now he jumps out and will bring about a new reliever for the Pippins. And I believe that is Bodie Ramsey coming out of the bullpen, as seeing Francisco Lopez just getting 1 inning of work now. The lefty committed to the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, will pump in a strike to Austin Owens. And Bodie Ramsey just finished up a year at Chandler Gilbert Community College down in Arizona. Started his career at Wenatchee Valley. Moved on from the Knights to play with Chandler Gilbert to take his 2 JUCO years, and has since committed to play with the Rebels at UNLV. Count goes 2-1 to Austin Owens. 2-1 pitch on the way, going to be grounded over to the shortstop in Mendoza. Has to get it out quick. He does for out number 1. So flips the lineup over to Peyton Knowles. As strike 1 cruise into the low and away corner versus Knowles, and Ramsey trying to stay as efficient as he can versus the Sweets, and tries again towards the inside part of the plate to Knowles. Misses this time. And this being the 7th appearance of the summer for Ramsey, has been primarily a starter. Has 4 starts on 6 total appearances, 6.1 ERA across about 21 innings, has 21 strikeouts in that time. And have seen him work some great starting showings, and has been used a little bit more out of the bullpen as ground ball over to first, and it will be stepped on by Velasquez for out number 2. Again, did see a longer break from Ramsey as, and his last appearance was on July 7th, but before that, hadn't made an appearance in the game since June 25th. So he's gone for about a week and a half before making his return. Now making his 2nd appearance since that return, and fires in a slider to the outside corner versus T. It looked like kind of just been outside, but and have seen that outside corner being called pretty consistently by home plate umpire Taylor Schneider. Is now skips in a little bit low, just over top the plate. And probably easily the best showing of the season for Ramsey was all the way back on June 11th versus the Raptors, and Pippins got their 1 win in the Raptors series to open up the season in earlier June. And Bodie Ramsey started that game through 7 innings versus Ridgefield, allowed just 3 hits and 1 run, striking out 6 Raptors. And that was really when he showed his chops to have the ability as a starter here in the West Coast League, and has struggled a little more in his last couple starts, and now has been getting used more out of the bullpen. And has looked effective already, as, of course, generated back-to-back groundouts. Now has a 2-2 count with 2 outs versus T. Kick in deal misses way outside, and the count goes full. Again, Trevor walked his first time up, has since flown out and struck out. Going up against another lefty. Now another pitch missing outside, and on the payoff pitch, Trevor T will walk for the 2nd time, as he has now gotten on base 7 times in just 2 games, and will happily take the walks when he's provided, that being 3 walks. And it brings up Sam Kane. And Sam Kane had probably the loudest swing of the night, 380 over the left field fence back in the 5th inning to give the Sweets the lead. Now takes a slider under the knees for ball 1. Again, Sam Kane now with his 7 home runs is tied for 2nd in the West Coast League in homers. Missing inside is Ramsey. No, will be a called strike just on the low and in corner. Ramos had to slide a little bit over to his left to make that catch clean. And the sun now has set past Borleske Stadium, as still seeing a little bit of sun on the trees in the backdrop. Wind still kicking in slightly from right center, and the lights shining down a little bit brighter here in Borleske. And always some nice evenings in Walla Walla, as the temperature cooling now into the mid-70s. 1-2 pitch drops low and away. So 2 balls, 2 strikes to Kane. And that one solo homer being his one hit of the evening. But it was one of the ones that counted most. Ramsey kicks, fires, tries the inside corner again, and Ramsey thought it was strike 3, and it might have been. Right at the inside corner. Instead, the count goes full. Two outs, runner on first. Runner in motion. Kane puts it in play over towards Mendoza, the shortstop. He gobbles it up, goes over to first. Is it in time? Just narrowly. And Sam Kane gave the shortstop a run for his money, but even with the 2-out walk, it will be a clean and a work out of the bullpen for Bodie Ramsey to send us on into the 8th. Sweets remain up by 1.
Play, stay, get away at Clearwater River Casino in Lewiston, Idaho. Owned and operated by the Nez Perce Tribe. Experience Namipu hospitality with 600 gaming machines, comfortable lodging, dining, and sports bar. Excitement is everywhere. The region's premier destination for events and entertainment. Win big with unforgettable concerts, comedy shows, and live sports action. Discover your next play, stay, get away. Visit crcasino.com and start your adventure today.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest, you are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Looking across the West Coast League at some of the scores here late are some close games and also a lot of games that are a bit further out of reach, as Kelowna and Wenatchee currently knotted up 2-2 in the 8th inning. You have another closer game. The Portland Pickles currently leading Ridgefield 5-2. And the Pickles trying to clinch the series victory versus the Raptors. Marion leading Edmonton up in British Columbia 6-2 in the 6th inning. Then you have some scores where it's a little bit less close. Bellingham up 7-1 over the lefties, trying to get some revenge. Nanaimo up 8-1 over the Bend Elks, as a foul tip will go straight back into the home plate umpire Taylor Schneider, and it looks like he will take a moment as both managers will come in to check on the home plate umpire as well as the Sweets trainer. And after a quick moment, seems to be okay, shakes it off well. Nanaimo leading Bend 8-1 up in Nanaimo. Seeing Victoria with a massive 12-3 lead over top Kamloops. And then the Springfield Drifters have continued to surprise as they are currently leading Corvallis 8-0 in the bottom of the 7th inning, and the Drifters have been on an absolute tear again. We're able to take back-to-back games versus Walla Walla and now threatening to get on a 4-game win streak and take back-to-back series if they can close out that game. Currently in the 7th inning out in Springfield, as hard hit ground ball over to the right side, diving for the stop as Knowles flips it over to Cohen, who steps on the base. And seeing the defense continuing to work well for Walla Walla. I've seen some good outfield play now. Knowles flashing some leather over at first. So retires the leadoff man in Velasquez and brings up Burt. And Parker Burt is just another guy who's had such an interesting career through college, as the 2026 All-Star here in the West Coast League, originally from Mansfield, Texas, started his career at Murray State College where he redshirted. Then he transferred to Dallas College Northlake, was a ABCA Gold Glove Award as a catcher, All-Region, First Team All-Conference. Then transferred up to play Division II ball at Regis University with the Rangers. Batted .364 as a redshirt sophomore. 7 doubles, 2 homers, 24 ribbies, and now has just moved his way up, committed to play for Ball State with the Cardinals in spring of 2027. Fouls ball straight back. Down goes 2-1. And really just the definition of a guy who started at JUCO ball, worked up a little bit more, and played a good season at Division II, and now committed to Division I. Intrigued to see how he's able to do with Ball State. Now it's a hard line drive into right field. That ball gets down and just hit a little bit off the hands at 85 miles an hour, but able to use that 6'4" frame to muscle it out to the right center gap. Stinson gets it in quick for just a 1-out single. So brings up the center fielder in Garcia, and it looks like we're going to see a pinch runner step in for Burt, and that is Trey Godoy, the UCLA sophomore who will step in on the base paths. I saw Godoy come in the 6th inning yesterday, ended up getting 3 at-bats, went 0 for 2 with a hit by pitch and an RBI. But now just steps in for the Bird, who again is designated hitter, so likely just see the clean swap there as first pitch is an inside heater to Garcia. He goes back into the netting with it. Garcia 2 for 3 on the day. 2 singles, grounded out to third his last time up. And now falls down 0-2 versus Cohen. And Andrew went 1-2-3 in the 7th inning. Did get the early ground out, and it was Burt who picked up the first hit against him. And now a pitch will just get a little bit away. As trying to stay on it as best he can is Garcia. And the overcast skies here in Walla Walla turn to the background to a nice shade of pink. Behind the outfield fence, and another check swing, and looked like that might have gotten the knob of the bat. I started to see the hands move a little bit from Garcia as, again, it kept running up and in. Cohen kicks and deals the sweeper now, and it's fouled out over towards section C. And the grandstands beyond the first base side. Then Walla Walla, after last night's victory, now lead the all-time series between the Pippins and the Sweets. Reminder, was tied dead even 35-35 coming into the series all the way back since 2014. And Sweets were able to take the lead in the series, now 36-35. And these two teams have just clashed so many times since Pippin's inaugural season in 2014. Walla Walla just coming into the league back in 2010. In the last 12 years, these two teams have just established themselves as firm rivals and have gone really just back and forth since the Pippins joined the Sweets in the West Coast League. You often see the Pippins take games at home in Yakima County Stadium, and Walla Walla will frequently take their own games here in Borleske. Has a great stop out of Troy Osborne, knocking down that sweeper in the dirt and keeping the advancement from Trey Godoy. And it looks like might have caught a good piece of Osborne, might have gotten him up north of the chest protector towards the right collarbone, maybe out towards the neck, as that is the point spot he's pointing to, as Sophia Rabe, the Sweets trainer, comes out to check on him. And Troy Osborne has been really just the definition of a trooper, playing one of the most physically demanding positions on the baseball field behind the plate, and has played in a ton of games, and again has been used for his defense as well as his offense. As usually when he's not behind the plate, you can see him as a designated hitter. Been here since the beginning of the season. Just a younger guy getting a ton of reps, and not to mention Troy Osborne, probably most impressive thing is he's gotten hit by pitches twice in the head and did not take a single injury day. Gotten hit in the face once and hit in the helmet once. Deemed okay both times. A tough ground ball backhanded by Owens. The spin across to first base, and Austin Owens showing more great defensive chops over there at shortstop, and the crowd loves to see it. And we saw a diving play out of Austin Owens earlier on in the ball game. Again, that was all the way back in the third inning when he was able to dive behind second base and keep Yakima Valley from taking a lead, and now able to work well off the backhand side, retrieving that ball towards the 5-6 pocket, and having to turn across his body and go all the way over to first. Does allow the advancement from Godoy, so the tying run is in scoring position for Daichi Furuhata.
On second baseman, number 26, Daichi Furuhata.
And so assuming the Sweets manager Leo Rivera returns to Seattle University as a coach, Furuhata will be one of the new bits of talent added on to the Red Hawks roster for the spring of 2027. As taking first pitch inside from Cohen. And Furuhata stands at 5'8", 195 pounds, from Nagano, Japan, and came over to play in the NWAC at Southwestern Oregon Community College. Immediately made an impact, was all NWAC first team this past spring. Is now fastball is going to get way past Osborne on the wild pitch. Allows Furuhata to work up even further on the count as the tying run now 90 feet away, and Andrew Cohen trying to get himself out of the jam. And allowed the one-hit single, and now 2 outs and a 2-0 count versus one of the most dangerous bats that you'll see in the South Division. Gets the swing and a miss out of Furuhata. Picks up his first strike. And the Pippins second baseman, currently batting .299 this summer. 13 extra base hits, 10 doubles, a triple, and 2 homers, slugging .441. Has knocked in 22 runs and has just been a guy to play so many games this summer for Yakima Valley. As again, the Pippins have played 34 games prior to this one, and Furuhata has been in 31 of them. As Cohen misses upstairs with the heater, and Furuhata will trot down to first with a 2-out walk. So Furuhata reaches for the second time and brings up Malachi Emery Henderson.
Malachi Emery Henderson.
So runners on the corners. Emery Henderson got hit by a pitch and scored his first time up. Then we're talking about that, a line out retrieved by Austin Owens behind second base, and it was Emery Henderson who hit that ball, but it looks like we are going to see manager Leo Rivera come out immediately, tap the wrist, and we are going to see a pitching change here with 2 outs in the top of the 8th, 2 runners on. a new arm will step in for Walla Walla to try and shut things down. And Andrew Cohen will exit here and has not allowed any runs yet, as there's runners on the corners with 2 outs, and the new right-hander for Walla Walla will try and strand those runs where they are, as I believe that might be one of the lower Columbia arms stepping in, is trying to get you that name before we head to break. And it looks like that will not be the case. We'll let this new arm get warmed up. Again, runners on first and third, 2 down, and the tying run 90 feet away from the Pippins. We'll be right back.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
So the new arm will be the University of San Francisco commit in Isaac Hallam, making another appearance on the summer, this being appearance number 9 for Hallam, former Seattle Red Hawk, and will play with the Dons down in San Francisco in the 2027 spring, going head-to-head with Malachi Emery Henderson, who fouls the first pitch he sees away, and 91 on the inside half. And Hallam put in with runners on the corners, 2 outs, tying run 90 feet away. Go-ahead run is off of first. It's Trey Godoy off of third base, Daichi Furuhana off of first. Emery Henderson looking to knock him in. Hallam a 3.0 ERA across the summer, and we're going to see time called, and it's going to be a pitch clock violation on Hallam, and that will even up the count 1-1. As Isaac just took a little bit too long getting set. And Hallam, 9 innings thrown on the summer, has 4 saves, currently tied for 5th in the West Coast League in saves. Now gets another big swing and a miss. It's going to get by Osborne. Trying to come home is Godoy. He will get in there safely as ball tossed out onto the infield, and the tying run will come across on the wild pitch. It's now 4-4 here in the 8th. As Trey Godoy was able to move over to third on a wild pitch from Andrew Cohen, now scores on a wild pitch from Hallam, as the go-ahead run is now in scoring position for Emery Henderson. 1-2 pitch on the way, tries to spot the outside corner, he does, and Emery Henderson is going to get rung up, so despite the 1 run coming in and tying this ball game, Hallam picks up the backwards K to send us on to the bottom of the 8th. Walla Walla trying to respond and get the lead back before heading into the 9th.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbotsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Royce Hale leading things off in the bottom of the 8th inning for Walla Walla. The Sweets trying to surge back and lead Yakima Valley. Able to put up the tying run in the top half of the inning to knot us up 4-4 as Royce Hale takes the first pitch up and in from Bodie Ramsey. Again, a lefty-lefty matchup as Royce Hale currently 1 for 3 on the evening. Had a single his last time up. Now takes a strike to the outside half to even up the count. And that ball 84 to the outside corner. Now Ramsey trying the same corner. We'll see they peel over towards the first base umpire, and Bryce Reeves saying that Hale held back. And 73 on the slider from Ramsey, trying to get a chase at a Royce Hale. 2-1 delivery now. Speeds back up to the mid-80s, but again missing low. And Ramsey took him 20 pitches to get through the bottom of the 7th. Did administer a walk and get 3 ground outs and a strike at just the bottom of the zone. And according to the TrackMan, did just catch a piece of the knees. Sliver of the zone, and count goes full. Now a fastball back towards the same spot, and Hale is going to get set down looking. And it will bring up Troy Osborne with 1 down.
Catcher number 29, Troy Osborne.
Osborne had an RBI single to open up the day. And now trying to be the winning run and get himself on base and just try and send Walla Walla into the 9th inning with a lead and then leave it up to Isaac Hallam to try and close it down. The offense need to be able to take care of business to let that happen as count evens up 1-1. And it is Bo Stinson waiting on deck. Kyler Bittner behind him. Ramsey fires in. It's going to be a hard line drive out to left field, but right at Emery Henderson. 98 off the bat of Osborne, but sometimes just finds a glove in the outfield. Well struck. That's 2 down.
All right, fielder number 36, Paul Stinson.
So Bo Stinson looking to deliver another big swing. And currently 1 for 2 on the day. A walk, a single, and a strikeout. Now takes strike 1, and a little bit of miscommunication as it looked like Abiel Ramos threw that one right over the head of Bodie Ramsey, and immediately hearing it from his head coach, Kyle Crustangel, from the dugout. 0-1 pitch on the way to Stinson, now misses to the low and away corner. Ramsey, another slider, going to be chopped foul. Now just in front of the Walla Walla dugout. So 1-2 count. And Walla Walla trying to clinch the series with a victory tonight versus Yakima Valley as the slider drops in the outside corner, and it's going to be deemed ball 2, and Ramos started throwing it around the horn, and the Pippins getting it just a little bit ahead of themselves as that ball did miss about a ball and a half off the plate. And a little bit of an awkward reset for Yakima Valley. As now 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Ramsey trying to work the out either way, but Stinson fouls it off, keeps the AB going. Again, just 85 on that heater from Ramsey. Just a good crafty lefty, committed to play Division I ball with the Rebels. Now inside corner, now Stinson will be rung up, and it's 2 looking strikeouts in the bottom of the 8th for Bodie. Ramsey sends us on to the 9th. We're still knotted up 4-4, and each team trying to take this game. Walla Walla looking to clinch the series, and Yakima Valley looking to tie it up and set up the rubber match tomorrow.
Whatever your printing needs, Abbott's Printing does it all. Signs and banners, rich, full-colored, high-quality commercial and digital printing, direct mailings, full-color business cards, and postcards. If you want a printing job done right, then Abbott's Printing is the place to be. Abbott's Printing provides award-winning quality and outstanding customer service. Visit abbottsprinting.com to view their selection or call 453-8202. That's 453-8202. Abbott's Printing, where the excellence is on paper.
Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is proud to be the official hotel of the Walla Walla Suite. Our guests are sure to get a great night's sleep in one of our recently remodeled rooms, and our 24-hour pool and spa are perfect for round-the-clock relaxation. Each night at Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla is followed by a complimentary breakfast included with every stay. At Holiday Inn Express Walla Walla, you can catch some Z's while the suites catch some W's. Wins, that is.
Ninth inning between the Pippins and the Swedes. 4-4. Isaac Hallam trying to shut down Yakima Valley as Aviel Ramos takes strike 1. Lower part of the zone. And again, it is 8-9-1 in the lineup for the Pippins. Ramos, Almeida, followed by Alexander Mendoza Jr. as Ramos gets ahead of that pitch and now falls 0-2. Again, Hallam, another returning Swede, finished up 2 years for Seattle Ewan. And now has committed to transfer to the University of San Francisco. And now swing and a miss at a breaking ball, and Osborne is going to lose track of it momentarily. The throw on to first is just narrowly in time for out number 1. And a little bit scary, but the strikeout picked up regardless.
Our third baseman, number 16, Derek Almeida.
So it brings up the Pippins third baseman, and Derek Almeida is currently 1 for 3, has an RBI single, a stolen base, and got on through an error all the way back in the 4th inning. Struck out his last time up as takes ball 1 down low. And Isaac Hallam struggled a little bit more his last time out, but prior to that was on an absolute tear. Had 4 straight appearances, picking up 4 saves between the span of June 27th and July 4th. 4 appearances, 4 saves. And has been one of the Sweets' premier closers since he has joined Walla Walla here in Borleske. Trailing 2-0 in the count to Almeida. Kicks and fires. The fastball is going to get lifted back and foul. 92 on that heater. As Almeida comes into the day batting .291. Getting on base about 39% of the time he steps in the box. Now outside corner, tested by Hallam, just misses it by a couple inches. And Almeida last night went 1 for 4 with a double, had the Pippins' only extra base hit of the night. Now a 3-1 count, chops it foul straight down. So the count goes full. And Yakima Valley have since added on one more double in this game, courtesy of Parker Burt. Almeida trying to get something started here in the top of the ninth. Payoff pitch on the way from Hallam is a breaking ball left alone. It tracks low, and Almeida walks his way on to first. Go-ahead run now on base for Yakima Valley. As the lineup swaps back to the top, and Alexander Mendoza Jr., again another ranger out of Western Oklahoma State. 6 foot even, 185 pounds. Currently 1 for 4 on the night. A single and a stolen base. Hallam tries to locate the low and away corner and just narrowly missing the corner. Mendoza Jr. currently 1 for 7 with a single and a walk on the series. But has the go-ahead run on base swinging. The count will go 1 ball, 1 strike. Been seeing a lot of games moving on into the 8th and 9th innings across the West Coast League. Springfield still leading Corvallis 11-0. The bottom of the 8th, Portland have exploded to an 11-2 lead over Ridgefield. As Hallam just finds the outside corner. And if Walla Walla are able to edge out this victory, and the Drifters are able to close down the Knights for 3 more outs, the Pickles are able to shut down the Raptors for 6 more outs. Walla Walla will claim sole possession of first place in the South Division. But can't focus on the other results. Need to just try and get this victory versus Yakima Valley. And what a duel it's become late. Two-two count between Mendoza and Hallam. Isaac fires, going to be lifted into left field. It's going to be a long run for Gunnar Grant out towards foul territory. No, just can't make the catch, but it lands foul. And so the count will remain 2-2. A great attempt out of Gunnar Grant. Had to cover a lot of ground. And with the lefty bat of Mendoza Jr. going to be playing a little bit more towards center. So I'm going to try and make that catch. Just about a foot in foul territory. Long run diving attempt just kind of fell out of the glove, not able to squeeze it. So remains a 2-2 count with 1 down and a runner on. Hallam kicks, fires another 2-2, missing outside, and saw the hands cocked just a little bit from Mendoza. Was able to lay off again. Both these teams had 3-run innings in the first and second. Walla Walla 3 runs in the bottom of the first. Pippins 3 runs on the top of the second. Have since each just gotten 1 run since then. Lowen in corner, and we are going to see the ring up on Mendoza, and he can't believe it. And it was a perfect painted strike at the knees, according to the TrackMan. Well put by Hallam. to set down Mendoza Jr. as he was ready to take off towards first. Is now 2 strikeouts for Hallam in the inning. Has registered 3 outs. All 3 have been through strikeout as first pitch to Tyson Miller misses low. As Hallam 22 pitches throughout this relief appearance. Kicks and fires a heater. Miller not ready for it at 91. Again, just middle in. And once it gets into the low 90s, just has to be a pitch that you're ready for. We very likely could just see Isaac go right back to the heater. He does. This time misses up high. Miller looking for that first hit of the day. It's going to be snapped through right past the second baseman, and Bittner out towards right center. We'll see the turn from Almeida. He settles up at third. And Tyson Miller out of Cal State Bakersfield picks up his first knock of the evening and puts the go-ahead run 90 feet away from the Pippins. And up steps the all-star of Nick Velasquez. Again, that was just 94 off the bat of Miller. Well struck in. Hallam kicks, fires a towering pop-up from Velasquez. It looked like Osborne lost control of it. Third baseman is going to drop in front of the plate, and T couldn't hang on to it. It drops in fair territory, just a couple feet in front of home plate, and the Pippins take the lead. As just in front of home plate, Troy Osborne lost sight of it immediately. Trevor T having to make the long run in from third, trying to slide in and make the catch. He couldn't hang on to it. And now Yakima Valley lead 5-4 here in Walla Walla. And Trey Godoy steps in for his first plate appearance of the evening and takes ball 1 inside. Again, saw the UCLA lefty come in off the bench last night. Went 0 for 2 with an RBI hit by pitch. Now swings away, fouls one down the third base side and out towards the hitting facility, just next to the Sweets bullpen. So the count evens 1-1. Again, Hallam, all 3 outs he's registered have been by strikeout, and now gets ahead 1-2 versus Godoy. Again, Godoy, this just being the 7th game he's been a part of for Yakima Valley. Hasn't got a ton of time, just a later addition now trying to keep the top of the 9th inning going. Ben Godoy batting 1 for 21 in his 6 previous games. Has willed himself on 3 times through walks, once through a hit by pitch. 2-2 delivery is going to be another pop fly into shallow left field. Trevor T towards the line will be able to secure this catch, brings it in, but it's the Pippins who take a 1-run lead on a dropped pop-up and brings us to the bottom of the 9th. Sweets need at least 1 to keep game 2 going.
Tasting fresh isn't hard with Blue Mountain Cider Company. As the official hard cider of the Walla Walla Sweets, our award-winning ciders have been crafted with love from local apples since 2003. Crisp, refreshing, and less filling than beer, Blue Mountain Cider is the perfect choice for any occasion. Check out our 8 flavors including peach, cherry, and harvest blend this summer. These ciders are sure to be a home run. Join us on Facebook and at drinkcider.com to learn more. Blue Mountain Cider Company, an apple a day, 1 glass at a time.
Experience elegance in the heart of downtown Walla Walla at the Marcus Whitman Hotel. Call for reservations at 509-525-2200 or visit us online at marcuswhitmanhotel.com.
Bottom of the 9th inning, Swedes trailing by 1 to Yakima Valley. Walla Walla need one to keep this game going, and the Pippins manager Kyle Crustangel will turn to the closer in John Witt, the West Coast League save leader. He's got 7 saves on the season, this being his 14th appearance of the summer. 13 strikeouts across 16 innings, a 4.41 ERA. It has been a guy who's looked really strong in a ton of appearances, has given up runs here and there, but it's 7, 8, 9 in the lineup for Walla Walla. Trying to get at the Arkansas Tech righty. Looking to close this game down. Fires in, strike 1 to Kyler Bittner. Now it's going to be a hard line drive through the left side from Bittner. 98 off the bat of Kyler Bittner. Picks up his 2nd knock of the evening. And what a time to do it. The tying run on first base. And immediately we'll see a pinch runner come in for Kyler. And that's going to be Ronan Schofield, who jumps in over on first.
Now running number 41, Ronan Schofield. The left fielder number 4, Gunnar Guile.
So Gunnar Guile steps in with the tying run on, and no outs here in the bottom of the 9th. Showing bunt, pops it foul, and can't get on top of it as it goes all the way over towards the Swedes dugout. Again, Witt in his last 3 innings pitched has not allowed an earned run through an inning versus the Bend Elks. Allowed 1 hit, no earned, and then his last time out was versus the Ridgefield Raptors. Closed out the series versus the Raptors to conclude the sweep through 2 innings. Allowed no hits, no runs. Has now a good take from Guile, pulling back the bunt. Almeida is crashing in from third base. Guile trying to do a job, still can't lay it down and fouls it off again. So the count goes 1-2 and Gunnar being forced to swing away. And Walla Walla just trying to keep this game alive. Trying to work themselves to clinching the series, but still need to push in this tying run. Guile fouls it off 85 below the knees. Gunnar just making sure he got a piece of it to stay in. And John Witt just finished up his first season playing Division II ball at Arkansas Tech. Started his career at Paradise Valley Community College as a pitch just missing outside. And Witt stands at 6'2", 210 pounds. He just finished up his junior year with ATU. 2-2 pitch misses outside, and the count goes full. And Austin Owens waiting on deck. And again, always tough going into a situation like this with 7, 8, 9 in the order. But Walla Walla trying to make do. Bittner had the leadoff knock. Guile trying to work himself aboard. Payoff pitch on the way, ripped out to right field. Smoked all the way back. It's going to one-hop the fence out in right field. Ronan Schofield, it's going to get waved around. The throw to the plate, is it in time? Yes, it is. The tag applied on the relay. Schofield out at home, and Guile settles into third. So the relay got in quick by the Pippins to prevent the tying run, but now there is one down with the tying run on third. The sac fly is an option, and the infield has to come in for Yakima Valley. And what a shot from Gunnar Guile, 105 off the bat, pulling it to one-hop the right field fence. Not an easy thing to do here in Borleske Stadium, but put a good charge into it. Will pick up a double for his first knock. Now Austin Owens floats it out to left field. Guile is tagging. Emery Henderson makes the catch. The throw is on its way, but not in time. It's the tying sac fly from Austin Owens. And the Sweets are going to make it at least keep on going, as it will not end here unless the Sweets are able to walk it off. 2 down in the bottom of the ninth. It's tied 5-5.
Now batting, the first baseman, number 17, Pippins, Knowles.
So it brings up Knowles. And it looks like the Pippins are going to challenge over at third. And home plate umpire Taylor Schneider will say that Guile left after the ball was caught. Pippins just trying to do anything they can to see if he left early, in which case the game would just end, but no. 5-5 in the bottom of the ninth, and PK will take strike one, cruising in from Witt. As the righty kicks, fires, Knowles going to ground it over towards the second baseman, and Furuhata, he goes over to first, and that brings about extra innings. Walla Walla in their first extra inning games of the season here in game number 2 versus the Pippin. On to the 10th we go here in Borleske Stadium. It's 5-5, each team adding a run in the ninth. We need to see more baseball to draw a conclusion.
I love coming in here. Everybody is always super welcoming. They always greet me by name. You can tell that everyone here actually likes working here.
My favorite thing about Walla Walla Orthodontics is how nice the staff are. They're funny, fun, and they're helpful.
I had what was called 3D braces. They were the same color as my teeth. People would say, "Oh, you have braces?" They didn't even know that I had braces. I highly recommend this orthodontist office.
extra innings here in Walla Walla, 5-5, as seeing 2 runners automatically put on an extra inning. So it's runners on first and second for the Pippins, as Isaac Hallam will try and limit it. Bunt shown, and committing to the attempt is Luis Garcia, and it's going to be strike 1 to the center fielder. And seeing a new infielder come in over at second, that is Cade Wynn, the Mount Hood Community College infielder, now at second base, as both corner infielders playing in, as Hallam runs it a little bit up and in towards Garcia. Again, 2 runners start on the base pass in extra innings in the West Coast League, meaning that the sac bunt is always going to be the go-to option to open things up if you can get those runners onto second and third with just 1 out. Being a huge opportunity to turn in runs. 1-1 pitch on the way. Another fastball up and in, 92 from Hallam, trying to shake Garcia off the plate. Manager Kyle Crustangel down the third base line for the Pippins. Likely giving that bunt sign again on the 2-1 count. Garcia gonna be tasked with putting it down. Squares early. Hallam breaking ball. Did he drop it in? No. And it looked like that caught at least the top of the zone. According to the TrackMan data, did just catch the top of the zone. Instead, it's going to be a 3-1 count. And Knowles playing on the infield grass. T over at third, still playing on the dirt. Now the bunt will be placed down and taken quickly by Knowles. Surveys, now goes over to first, where he finds Wynn. And the job is done by Garcia. Lays down the sac bunt, advances the 2 runners to second and third, and it brings up Furuhata. And it looks like Furuhata is immediately going to get intentionally walked in. Not too surprising to load the bases up, as especially with Furuhata being, again, one of the most dangerous bats on this Yakima Valley team. So Malachi Emery Henderson steps in with the bases loaded, 1 down, infield playing in, trying to cut off the go-ahead run at home. Hallam first pitch, gets a big swing and a miss out of the left fielder. Again, Emery Henderson was the first batter that Hallam faced in this appearance all the way back in the 8th inning. And Hallam struck him out looking. Now tries to work the up and away corner. Again, likely just trying to force weak contact, and again would love a strikeout at this point to just try and get the 2 outs, take some of the pressure off. Emery Henderson, all he needs to do is try and find some outfield grass. Foul tip on the breaking ball outside, straight back into the glove of Osborne. One-two count. Hallam a couple avenues to go. Might see him try and ramp it up with the heater upstairs. Tries to go to the outside corner. He does. Rings up Emery Henderson. Borderline call to the outside corner, and the left fielder for the Pippins shaking his head on the way back to the dugout. And that will be 2 down, as in steps Abiel Ramos.
Catcher number 5, Abiel Ramos.
So Emery Henderson struck out looking back-to-back times by Isaac Hallam. 2 outs. Bases loaded here in the top of the 10th inning. Hallam kicks and deals breaking ball. The up and in corner will be strike 1. Perfectly placed on the up and in corner by Hallam. Oh, 1 delivery on the way. It's going to be a fastball lined over to Austin Owens. Diving, keeps it in front, makes the play over to Cade Wynn at second base. Austin Owens, another web gem, keeping that ball on the infield dirt and keeping the Pippins off the scoreboard. Isaac Hallam gets it done in the top of the 10s with some great defense behind him. Sends us on to the bottom of 10. Walla Walla will have the winning run on second to begin the inning.
It's time to play ball with Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you're more than a guest. You are part of the family. And here's an exclusive offer for all you Sweets fans. Show us your Walla Walla Sweets ticket at your next service visit and receive 10% off any regular price service performed. Formerly Walla Walla Valley Honda, same great automotive family and proud sponsor of the Walla Walla Sweets. Underwriter Honda of Walla Walla, where you walk in as a guest and drive off as family.
Washington homeowners are saving thousands of dollars on their energy bill by upgrading their home. And the best part is, CNGC is giving back even more money when you switch to a more efficient alternative. So you can enjoy increased property value, a higher quality of life with better appliances, and greater comfort for your family. Scan this QR code or go to cngc.com and save money on your energy bill.
Bottom of the 10th inning here in Walla Walla between the Sweets and the Pippins, and what a battle it has been all night long between the Onions and the Apples. 2 runners on for Walla Walla. It's Austin Owens leading off of second, Peyton Knowles off of first, and Trevor T will lead things off. Followed by Sam Kane and Royce Hale. And very much expecting Trevor T going to be tasked with laying down a sac bunt. If he can get the bunt down, it would put the winning run in the hands of Sam Kane, who leads this team in runs batted in and homers. As John Witt trying to close it out. The infield playing way in, a pickoff over towards second. Austin Owens back just fine. Again, T currently 0 for 2, has walked twice on the day as his only times on base. Pitch on its way from Witt. It will be a called strike just at the knees, and corner being painted by the Arkansas Tech right-hander. Again, 2 closers battling it out. Isaac Hallam versus John Witt on the pitching side, and the offense is going head-to-head all night. As Witt kicks and fires to T. It's going to be grounded over to the third base side, play over to second. The throw is going to go into right field, and we'll see the easy score out of Austin Owens. Put the ball in play, and good things happen. The Sweets storm the field, and a walk-off error gives the Sweets their first extra innings win of the season. A ground ball to the third baseman in Derek Almeida, and the throw way offline at second base and all the way out to the right center field fence. The Sweets are off here in Borleske. They are gone off the field as they take it 6-5, clinching the series versus the Pippins. Getting the revenge series victory after falling in Yakima County Stadium to open up the 2026 season. They respond here in their home field by walking it off in the bottom of the 10th through an error and taking game 1 18-3, game 2 just a little bit more narrow at 6-5, but getting the W regardless. Trevor Stowe, 6 innings in the start, allowing just 2 earned runs. Andrew Cohen through a nice inning and 2/3, allowing none earned. And then Isaac Hallam with his longest showing of the season, 2 1/3 innings, allowing just 1 hit, no earned runs, and 4 strikeouts to pick up another save. That is now 5 on the season for Hallam. And the offense able to take full advantage. Peyton Knowles able to tally himself a knock. Saw Kyler Bittner go 2 for 4 with 2 knocks, and saw a flurry of different Swedes get hits. 7 different Swedes tallied hits in this series and in this game. And Gunnar Geil with a huge swing in the 9th. A triple, that one hop the right field wall to be able to put the tying run in scoring position. Then the sac fly from Austin Owens to bring him in. And then in the 9th, Trevor T put it in play. The throwing error brings around the winning run, who was Austin Owens, and the Swedes take it 6-5. What a victory here in Walla Walla, as again the Swedes clinch the series, now trying to prep for the sweet tomorrow night final game before the West Coast League All-Star break. We'll be right back here in Borleske Stadium for Sunday Fun Day at the ballpark. 6:05 will be the first pitch here between the Pippins and the Sweets. You won't want to miss it. Thank you for joining us on the Walla Walla Sweets YouTube channel. I've been Brad Whitman. One more time, your final score.